Hey, super learners. We're going to be learning our new high frequency or sight words for this week using our Eyewords program. So as a reminder, they have our picture, they have that key phrase that will help us use it the correct way. And then it'll also have our action word to help us really remember it. So here we go with our first sight word of this week. And the word is of. This is the word of. Queen of Hearts. And our action is when we're going to bow for a queen. So you bow down. Okay. And we're going to do this with me. Repeat after me. Of. Queen of Hearts. And we bow. Very good. So for Queen of Hearts, for the word of, O-F, of. And usually O says ah. So it sounds a little bit different in this case. And F usually says f. But again, in this case, it says v. So it would sound like ah, f, but that's not it. So that's why it's a little bit different. This is the word of. Say of. O-F, of. Very good. Our next word is you. You are in trouble, and you point just like the picture, you point at the person you're speaking to. All right, so repeat after me. You are in trouble. All right, and we'll look at this on how we spell it. It is Y-O-U, and we hear the letter U, which is why it's in red. We hear it at the end of the word because Y usually says y, O usually says ah, but that doesn't sound like in the word you. So it makes it a little bit tricky to learn. So again, this is the word you. You are in trouble. Y-O-U. Okay, next up, we have the word is. Is cold, and you're pretending that you are cold. Ooh, it is cold. So this is the word is cold. Repeat after me. Is cold. So in this word, for is, I-S, is, you do hear it, like we usually say for I, but the S kind of makes that Z sound. What letter makes that sound usually? Right, it sounds like Z. But in this case, this is again why it's an I word, why we've got to learn it by sight, because it sounds a little different than it usually does. So this is the word is, I-S is. And our last word for this week is said. I said so. So in your case, you would hold up both hands. I'm going to put my card down for just a second, like you're going to call out to somebody, kind of like this. So again, our word is said. I said so. Okay, repeat after me. Said. I said so. Good. Now, in this case, said, well, our s and d sound the right way, but usually A says ah and I says I. But when they go together, we know it's a vowel team, but sometimes vowel teams like to change their sound a little bit. So that's why this is an irregular word, one of those funky words. And that's why it's a sight word. It can't really sound it out. You just got to know it by heart. So this is the word said, S-A-I-D, said, said. All right, so friends, that's it for today. And we will review our words again tomorrow. And I hope that you come ready, and I will see you later. Toodaloo.